Hello and welcome, Bargain and Subscription Gaming. My name is Rich. We're going to play a little more Brotato. We're going to play the Mage this time. Even though I failed the range for last time, we're just moving on. The Mage starts with one snake and one scared sausage. Melee damage modifications are reduced by 100%. Range damage modifications are reduced by 100%. Engineering modifications are reduced by 50%. That means basically stack damage, stack elemental damage. Don't try to stack any other kind of damage. I'm going to take an icicle because that is probably one of the better elemental weapons. It's also precise, so I'm going to go with that. And we're going to start at danger 0. Oh, did I go danger 1? I don't know. Well, too late now. I do that like I'm using an icicle and sometimes it starts these guys on fire. Wave 1 complete. Plus elemental damage. I'm going to take another icicle there. Another scared sausage. I'm going to lock that boiling water. We're going to leave the thief die there and go wave 2. Now the other one's going to give us elemental damage, the one I locked, but it cost HP, so we definitely want to make sure we pick up some items that give us bonus HP to offset for that. Glasses, that'll give you 20 range. Yes, we'll take that. Plus 5% damage. Just straight damage. Always good. Another icicle. It's only 1 HP. Oh, we don't have enough money, so we're just going to leave it. We're going to re-roll. I'm going to lock that other icicle. No, not unlock. Lock the icicle. I'm going to lock that torch in too. And I'm going to combine 2 of the icicles we have. So we have a blue one and a gray one now. And we're going to go to wave 3. It's on fire. I really enjoy this one. Max HP plus 3. Just I can take the one. Let's take the icicle first, and then take the boiling water. We can still get the torch. Good. And we'll combine these 2 icicles, and we'll go to wave 4. Got a few things to say. Oh man, the baby puppy just got up. Let's see what's going on. I may have to pause all this. Take the puppy out. I hope that I don't get myself killed coming back. Here we go. Pause and pause. Pause the recording, and here we go. What's that, Dan?
You load his box back up with the toys?
Yeah, sure, because he's just gonna, you know,
Gives him something to do.
empty it again. Take the crit chance. And, ooh, dodge, max HP. I do like a little bit of dodge. There's a lot of max HP and a lot of damage. Let's take the damage. Alright. Now I can sacrifice a little of that damage for luck. That luck for HP regeneration. And then I can get that because I don't use either of those. And I get dodge and harvesting next time. So I'll lock that in and reroll. Lock that torch in. And off to the next one.
Gold.
definitely going to want to play more of that game. It is silly fun.
It's entertaining.
It is.
Time pass.
It's one of those ones I could see being all right for stream, but like even after like, I don't know how much people are going to enjoy the couple I've recorded. I mean, they can see that I'm having a good time, but really it's just me just, you know, chipping away at stuff. Engineering is not good, so it's no point in getting that. Elemental damage, now we'll get that. Ooh, gain material when killing a mill. We will get that. Yeah, and we're gonna lock this other icicle. Then that means everything is locked for the most part. Well, no, because I can afford one of these two. Let's get the torch and then combine the torches. Combine torches there. I have a blue torch and 2 blue icicles. And there's just 2 different elemental weapons, right? It's elemental, it's primitive and precise. Alright, go wave 6. Spending too much time talking about the stuff in between waves. It makes these videos go longer. For a game where it's like 20 waves, where most each wave takes a minute, the early ones are only 30 seconds. Sometimes these videos can run rather long because I spend way too much time yapping in between waves. But then, like, if I don't explain my process at all, I don't know why anyone would really want to watch this. I kind of want to know why people are picking it. And these were some of the first sort of things that I recorded with the channel. I was doing it with the laptop, just trying as a test of concept of playing this silly, easy game. And kind of keep up a monologue of what you're doing, which I actually do better doing this than I do in some other games like Minecraft, where I was just sitting there staring off into space. As much as I'd like that damage, I'm going to go luck. Our luck is not high enough yet. Let's get this icicle, get the gray icicle, and get the peaceful bee. And hell, let's even get that plant, because it's regeneration. We'll have to make up the lifesteal maybe. Oh, we're going to lock that flamethrower for next one. Oh, the Cyclops worm. Maybe not. We're not going to lock that. We are going to lock the snake and the coupon for next time, too, though. And I'm going to combine 2 of these icicles. Alright, here we go. We now have a purple icicle. Go wave 7. I was watching some other guy play this who they'd never played it before, and you'd see him like just see stuff and say, "Oh, that's cool. I'll lock that." And, like lock all 4 items. And the thing is, like, if it doesn't fit your build, this guy does only elemental damage, so you just gotta focus on those items. So anything that doesn't, you just gotta let go. And if you want to re-roll, sometimes to see if you can get something that will, and then lock that in for the next time. But not want to, you also don't want to have costs get too high. So it's good if you get the coupon or the rabbit that gives you the free reroll every time. There's no guarantees because this is a roguelite. It's always a little random what you're getting. Wave 7 complete. Fertilizer. Yes, we'll take the minus melee damage because we don't. It doesn't matter. Plus, from all melee things are minus 100%, positive or negative. We will take the elemental damage plus 1. 10% attack speed or 30 range. That is a good choice. We have plus 20 range already, so I'm going to go with the attack speed. There we go. And then I'm going to grab this coupon because that saves us 5% off everything else. I'm going to grab that flamethrower. And I'm just going to lock this corrupt shard because it'll give us 3 damage and 1 curse. And curse doesn't really hurt. Curse is not a bad thing to have. We're going to go wave 8. Flamethrower. I hate these little guys shooting little red balls. Little red balls kind of what kind of get me, especially playing on this big screen TV I've talked about in the past. It's like it's part of the reason I had to go in the accessibility options. Is like there's so much terrain, especially when you're sitting up close, that you can actually miss the stuff coming at you because you're kind of focused on the big guy in the center of the screen, and that's your character, and you're missing all the stuff flying at you from the edges. It's definitely something that's kind of better played either on your couch from a distance or on a smaller screen. Or you do what I do and go in the accessibility options, because it doesn't affect your achievements. If you need to turn down the boss damage and boss health by a little bit, you know, there's no shame in that. At least I don't think. 12% damage or 15% attack speed. I'm thinking 15% attack speed, probably, because I mean, I think you get more overall damage. I think, don't know, but that's what I'm going to go with. All right, we're going to grab this elemental sludge. Will give us 2 elemental damage. We'll lose a little dodge. We're going to grab the corrupt shard to get just plus 3% damage, and we're going to get the snake that burning spreads to nearby enemies. And we're going to reroll. I'm going to pause for a second while they bark. Okay, I think they're done. Well, we're going to get this icicle for now, so we can combine those two. Well, I'm not going to combine the 2 purple ones yet, now that we have 2 purple ones, to get a red, because I want to have enough weapons. We're going to lock in the recycling machine, and we're going to get the HP, the lemonade, because it'll give us HP recovery for consumables. We don't want the cog because we don't get engineering at all, so we're just going to go wave 9. Now we're up to the minute per wave by wave 9. We're already up to the minute per wave.
Stack of Amazon packages on my futon in here, taking up all the space, and the dog just came in and like stared at it like, are you gonna move this so I can lay down?
This is my spot. What's all this doing in my spot? Yeah.
Yeah,
Exactly.
one of the cats was in the tiny bit of space that could be achieved, and the dog's not happy that the cat was able to do that. Dog's like, hey, come on, man. She gets to be up here.
Yep. I'm going to go with the 3% lifesteal. Now, we're going to get that recycling machine. Now, all of these things, the sword, defective steroids, the hand, none of those things I can use. We're going to reroll. There's our dangerous bunny. One for your reroll in the shop. We want the dangerous bunny. The alloy does us no good, really. I mean, they give you 3 damage, elemental damage, all the other things we don't use. Don't want that. The coral, the bee, plus dodge, plus harvesting. Yeah, we're going to take that. Reroll. There's blue torch. Let's take that and combine our torches. Now we have a purple torch. Oh, big dog. Let's see. I can afford to lose the 3 harvesting with the blood leech. We'll get 2 lifesteal and 2 HP regeneration. So, boom. I think we'll save the other 82 as we go into wave 10. The music in this game is way better than it needs to be for a game that is as simple as basically just dodging around the screen. I mean, the maps in this are
What is this game?
This is Brotato.
Oh, right.
Like Vampire Survivors, the maps are in some ways like they don't look. This is like it looks like a hand-drawn sort of cartoon. That one just looks like kind of like looks like 8-bit graphics, but the maps in that can be much more complex. This is basically the same simple map every time. You know, just walking around the field, survive for a minute, dodging and killing the creatures as you go. Ooh, that almost took me out. A little more life, or at least maybe some armor or some dodge. There is Curse. Wave 10 complete. This candle will give us 4 elemental damage, plus 1 HP regeneration, minus 10% enemies, minus 5% damage. I already have a bonus of plus 11% damage, so I'm willing to sacrifice 5% damage for plus 4 elemental damage.
I found the treasure, dude.
Did you? Wow, you beat the game, huh?
That I think it is. Let me hit record on this, and I'll tell you what I think I just found.
I'm going to take the lifesteal here. 12% damage. Okay.
Oh. No.
No, it wasn't.
It was just a crate.
Okay.
I thought it was going to be the treasure because of how it looked, but...
Reroll the ice cube. Yes, we want the ice cube because it is unique. Gives you enemies take 10% more damage for 3 seconds when first hit by elemental damage, which is all we're doing, so that's good to have. With the icicle here, we can combine the 2 gray icicles. Get a blue. Steroids. I have plus 25 attack speed, so maybe we'll grab that plus 2 HP, because we won't really lose much. And I'm going to re-roll again. A blue torch. Grab that for now. Alright, let me pause this for a sec. You know, looking at this blank, it does a third of its damage in elemental damage, so we can get that. So I can combine my 2 purple icicles to make it icicle 4, so we'll make a red one, and then I'll grab the explosive plank, the blue one, and then we'll just look at the damage comparisons after. I'm going to grab the 8 harvesting because we don't really lose damage because all melee damage things are reduced by 100%, positive or negative. So we're going to grab that too, and we're going to go wave 11. This one was on sale when I bought it, like it was the combo version of The Abyss, which is the DLC in the original game. But like the sale price was maybe a grand total of $7. Even when it's not on sale, it's not much more. I played this on Game Pass originally, and I enjoyed it quite a bit. But it's well worth the price as an indie game goes. You know? I kind of hope that they would make more or do more at some point, but you know, maybe they'll move on to something else. The Cyber Ball does 25% chance to deal 25% of your luck to a random enemy. Since I do grab as much luck as possible, I'm going to get that since it's free anyway, so we're grabbing that. Insanity item, plus 6% crit chance, minus 3% damage. Or, you know, I've got plus 200% damage, so I'm going to take that. I can lose 3 for a crit chance. We're going to grab this purple luck at 15. Boom. A purple torch, which we'll combine with our other torch. Now we have a red torch. And then I have this blue torch here, which I'm going to recycle. And grab a second flamethrower. Alright. Let's see. Oh, puppies, be quiet. What's my harvesting at? 27%. You know, we're going to grab the blood leech. We're also going to get the bait, which might be dangerous. I might get myself killed next wave. I don't know. Bait is 8% damage, but special enemies appear at the beginning of the next wave. We're going to grab it anyway, and we get a free reroll. Oh, purple flamethrower, we're locking that in, and we're locking in the lumberjack shirt, which will give us trees die in 1 hit. We want both of those things. Ooh, and we're going to lock in the eye surgery, because burning activates 20% faster, so we want all of those things. Though we'll cut our range by 10, so I got to look at trying to get some range items. Okay, go wave 12. Okay, those are the special guys. Oh, they explode in red balls everywhere. But I killed them all without too much. I wouldn't do that in any wave past probably 15 or 16. Because those are when the waves that really starts to get a little too hard to do that sort of like taking the bait. And they're all being wild in the other room. I'm probably going to have to run the guy out again at some point. He's just around me. Maybe. I saw trios, but I did not see trios. Alright, wave complete, wave 12, and then it's Alien Baby. Gives plus 15 max HP to me, but adds 10% enemy health. Yeah, I'll take that. I'm going to grab this 9% dodge for the level up. And now we're going to grab that flamethrower and combine it with ours. So now we have 3 red weapons. Very nice. We're going to grab that lumberjack shirt. And we're going to save the eye surgery for next time. We can't afford it. We're going to get our free reroll. Ashes, plus 20% damage, plus 20% attack speed, plus 100 rain, minus 1 armor at the end of a wave. I don't know that I'd want to risk that. What's the frozen heart? Plus 8 elemental damage, plus 5 crit chance weapons damage, additional scales with 10% elemental damage. Burning activates 100%. So we're locking that in. That it's made for elemental damage. And we're going to grab this lemonade since we can afford it. 1 HP for couple from consumables. And we'll go to wave 13. Dun, 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 dun. Just spray and fire everywhere. We don't have a lot of range, so you have to be really careful. I mean, they do a lot of damage, but I'm not killing them. Like, they gotta get close, which can be dangerous if you get overwhelmed by too many guys. But the flamethrower and well, the 2 flamethrowers have enough, kind of a wide enough spread where you're not too worried about, you know, like your weapon not covering enough stuff. 2 chests, 3 items are always nice. Like the 2 icicles that I have are precise. They go far, but you know they hit one thing. You know they do a lot of damage to one thing. Almost got myself there. Whereas the flamethrowers just stay close, but they get everything real right in front of you. All right, the boiling water plus 2 elemental damage, minus 1 max HP. I'll take that. Is it another one, or is it the same item? I just didn't click on it. No, 2 boiling waters, huh? Okay. We're gonna get that frozen heart from last time. What is this? Lantern. Plus 10% damage, plus 50 range, plus 15 knockback. Knocks nearby enemies back every 3 seconds. We're locking that in for next time. Jerky. This 3 recovered from consumables. Consumables heal you over 4 seconds instead of instantly. That might get me dead. We're going to get the eye surgery. Get our free reroll. Nothing we need from all this. So off to wave 14. These are the little guys that you shoot them and they turn into 3 of those little guys that turn into the little red ball guys. And they shoot the little red balls all over. Yeah, see them? They sprint away. So you kill the guy, and 3 of the little guys spawn. And those little guys shoot the little red things all over the place. If you ignore them, and 2 of them spawn, you can end up with just extra damage just flying all over the place. It's hard to damage and dodge from all that. You either have to have a shit ton of armor or a shit ton of dodge and a little bit of real luck, not game luck, but real luck of getting through the dodge to work. Because your weapons do not kill the projectiles, just the guys. So those red projectiles will hit you if they're in the path. You're in their path. 8% damage. Alright, we're going to grab that lantern from last time. And everything else is not really anything we need. See, I'm going to replace this plank at some point because it's doing only 256 damage last time. Whereas this one, our flamethrower did 5,000 damage. You know, so... And the icicles did 460 damage. So the plank really not worth holding on to. Even the torch is doing 659 damage last round. Let's do a reroll. And none of that stuff is anything I need. We can go wave 15. plank would be fine if I could stack engineering, but the mage does not. It's 50% of the engineering stack. And it doesn't get melee either, so it's like you're missing out on like 2 of the parts that can be, you know, stacking damage for. A lot of this stuff I did not pay attention to my first time playing. I was wondering why I was failing so much. And it's just as you do more runs, you learn about like which combos work together and what you can and can't get away with. That's how you start succeeding. This also helps if you can turn down the difficulty. Something like that. You're sitting a foot in front of it. And you're a 50-year-old man that needs a little help. Plus lifesteal, lose harvesting. Yeah, we're 16 waves in, we don't really need harvesting. Plus max HP, minus 1 damage. Yeah, we'll take that too. Crit chance for the level up, yes. Alright, curse and damage, a gray icicle. We're not going for the gray icicle, we can do better. We'll take that. Attack speed. No, we're going to take our free reroll. This one, because the melee, minus melee and range don't do anything, so we'll take that. We'll take the penguin, because the HP regeneration. And we will just save the money for the next wave. This is wave 16. It's where things start to get difficult in like regular mode, which is this is. I do not have the abyss maps on. In abyss maps, wave 16 can break you after a while, and some of the characters are almost impossible to get through wave 16. I forget what it was that they added the 16th ones in that one, but this one in the regular mode. These bubbly guys you see them chasing down, because whenever they get near any other enemy, they enrage them so that they do more damage and come looking right at you. So you need to kill these guys who run away from you and don't really do much damage, but they enrage everybody they get near. Big dog trying to get away from a puppy. Plus 45 range. Yeah, we're gonna take that. That's big. Oh, a purple plank. Well, it's better than what I'm using, but I don't really want another plank. So I will sell the one I've got. Get the purple plank for now. Grab the energy bracelet. I will sacrifice 3% damage for 6% crit again. Reroll. Ooh, a coupon. We'll take the coupon. The Gentle Alien gives you plus 2 HP, gives for 5% damage and 5% enemies. I'll take that. Fish hook. Locked items and weapons have a 20% chance to become cursed when leaving the shop. And plus 1 curse. You know what? We'll take that too. We'll go to wave 17. Curse was one of the mechanics they added with the Abyss DLC that even if you're not playing in the Abyss map, it's still part of the game, the little curse aliens. The more you stack it, the more the cursed guys show up, and they have more health, they do more damage. They also drop more experience and stuff, so it's a pretty good trade-off. Wave 17 is always nice. If you can get through wave 16, you're not struggling in wave 16, it'll always find wave 17 is kind of like an easy one in comparison. Whereas wave 18 starts to get hard again towards the end. Hunting trophy plus 33% chance to gain materials when killing an enemy with critical hits. We will take that. HP regeneration when you level up, minus 3% attack speed. You know what? I can lose 3% attack speed for that. Reroll everything else. A blue torch, no. A headed injury. I can sacrifice. Yeah, we got a lot of range. I'll take the 6% damage for minus 8 range. This one, I lose knockback. You know what? No, because we just got a bunch of knockback. I don't want to get rid of it all. We're just going to save our money for the next wave. Go to wave 18. Yeah, see, you got the guys taking rage, and then you have these guys that look like their flesh is stripped off their face that just come charging straight at you. And if they're charging at you, they'll probably go by one of these guys that enrages them, so they're suddenly like, even more dangerous. And of course, we have these guys that spawn the little dudes that shoot the red projectiles all over the place. So you have to make sure you don't move away after you kill them. You have to kill the little 3 dudes that pop up after they're dead every time. Otherwise, they start bouncing all over the place, shooting the little red projectiles. And you die from not being able to dodge them. Need 18 complete. Yeah, we're not going for the bone dice. I'm not that kind of risk taker. We will take the elemental damage. We lose 2% dodge. We don't have a lot anyway. Harvesting is kind of too late in the game to want to worry about harvesting, so we'll just take the attack speed. Lightning shiv. Ooh. That could be bad. It might be better than the plank, but it's precise and but it's only a blue weapon. You know, I'll leave it. We're just gonna take our reroll. A purple plank. Yeah, we're never red plank. Well, we're just gonna go with it. Plus range, plus reroll prices, plus minus 12 range. Yeah, we'll take that. Alright, go to wave 19. Save the 275 for the final round. I don't know if we have enough damage for like the final round to focus the boss down fast, or if it's one of those ones where I'm going to try to dodge him. The problem is, like, if you do a lot of damage, you got to make sure you can also get away from when the boss goes into the second phase and starts throwing red projectiles all over the place. And I have barely any dodge. I have no armor. I've only got 49 life, so if I take hits, it could be I could die fast. And I'm only gonna be able to take a couple of hits. I've got stacked a lot of lifesteal or regeneration. So I'm not feeling particularly strong about trying to focus the boss down. At the same time, it's like I think I do enough damage where I may not be able to. There was I don't know if it's a trophy, but it unlocked an item. So we just hit barbecue for getting so many things on fire all at once. Okay, Sunken Bell. Once per wave, you explode for 573, plus 5% of your damage, your range, and your elemental and engineering damage when you fall below 40% health. Yeah, and it's free. We will take that. We don't need luck for the final wave, so we're going to not get luck. We're going to get the 3 armor, because it might help us survive. Attack speed and range minus 1 armor. No. We're going to get this one. We're going to use our reroll. Don't need to crown this late in the game. It does us no good. None of those do any good, so we're just going to hit reroll again. We get a blue icicle. Nice. That can combine with our run, and then we get this purple icicle. So now we have 5 out of our 6 weapons are red. We're going into this last round very strong. Hit reroll again. Etsy's couch, plus 5%, plus 5 max HP, plus 2 HP regeneration for every minus 1% speed. No, we'll get this pocket factory, not for the engineering, but for killing a tree spawns a turret. So that might help win this this last round here. And we have no more money, so we're just going to go to wave 20 and see if we survive the boss. I've already got a quarter of its life now, so I'm thinking we may. Ooh, but I also just got. Ooh, God, he's good. Yeah. Get that. Oh my God. He's gonna die. Get away from him. Oh my God, find him in the tree. Oh, get the food. Okay, this phase isn't bad at all. This phase is much better than the first phase. That shotgun blast he did in the first phase was horrible. Now he does a circle, but as long as he moves, we beat him. Killed the boss. Mage trophy earned. Nice. Then it unlocked the hiker, and unlocked the chef, and we unlocked the thunder sword. So those are like two nice characters and a really cool weapon for future runs. All right, thank you all for watching. If you guys want to see more Brotato, let me know in the comments. If there's another game on Game Pass or PS Plus, games you're free to play, games you're interested in. You can write that down in the comments as well. I'll try to get to them as soon as possible, and I'll see you guys all next time.